Brand, Superintendent for Lynchburg City Schools. I got to tell you, this is one of my favorite end-of-the-year activities, but it's really about something that happens all year, which is innovation, dynamic teachers coming together to do great things for kids. I just saw Mrs. Guerin, who is the spouse of Ken Guerin, the president of Lynchburg College, and she said, she was a lifelong teacher, saying today, when she comes to this, she is ready to come back in the classroom. And Miss Guerin, we have an opening for you tomorrow at any school that you want. And it is exciting because the story of Lynchburg City Schools is bigger than just a test score or a number. It's about individual teachers working with individual students doing amazing things. And it's the business folks here that are investing in innovation and creativity that are making the difference. I just got a chance 2 weeks ago to be invited to a screening of Most Likely to Succeed. It's a new movie out, and it was done at James River and VES. There are some other institutions that do education, and I thought this is a chance for me. They invited me to come and hear a little bit from Lynchburg City Schools' perspective. But the bottom line of that is, test scores are not what's going to get our economy to the next level. It's about problem solving and working with kids in small groups and doing dynamic things. And that's exactly what we are highlighting today with the projects that are here. Let's give all the teachers and the principals who supported them a big round of applause for all they did. It can't happen without business investment, and I want to thank every business in Lynchburg who invested in the future, who invested in Lynchburg City Schools. And I promise you, we're still not where we need to be, but your investment will come to fruition, and you'll get more back than you've ever invested, I promise you, in the future that is tomorrow. So thank you again. Let's give our business folks our big round of applause.
Thank you, Scott, and thank everybody for being here. I'm not quite as talented as Scott, and I can't go off the cuff because I got lots of names to read, so I'm going to sneak back here so I can see my notes. I want to welcome everybody to this event. This is our 24th annual Classroom Innovation Grants Award reception. So we're very excited to be able to say that. Fortunately, I've not been around for the 24 years, but we have as a foundation. And it's very exciting to see how this has grown over the years. I was just talking to one of our longtime board members who came on this board many years ago and has come back again. And he said the first year we did this, I think we had about $6,000 in grants. And he said we could have fit the people into a very small room. So it's very exciting to see that we take an entire cafeteria to put our teachers and their projects in. So thank you all for the hard work. Thank you, teachers, for your submissions. It's obvious that you are very enthused about what you do, and we do appreciate the effort that you put into these grants. So we're very appreciative. I want to recognize the school board, Lynchburg City School Board. I have seen a few people, Mary Ann Hoss, the chair, Marie Weiler. I'll read some other names. I'm not sure if I've seen them. Sharon Carter, Gina Dolan-Sewell, James Coleman, Michael Nellis, Derek Polly, Jenny Poore, and Katie Snyder. I'm not sure how many are here, but we thank you for being here. I also want to recognize and thank our city officials who've joined us today. We have Mayor Mike Gillette. Hello, Mike. Councilman Randy Nelson is here someplace. There he is. I do not know if Delegate Scott Garrett made it or not. I think he was supposed to come, and I hope I haven't overlooked anybody else. But thank you for supporting us, and thank you for being here today. I also want to thank the Lynchburg City Schools Education Foundation Board. There are a lot of people with me, behind me, that help make this organization successful. So if you will just stick your hands in the air, I would really appreciate it. Board members? Great. Thank you so much. Now, most importantly, I want to thank the grant sponsors who made this day and who made all of these exciting programs possible with their generous contributions. I'm going to read this list because there's no way I could remember them all. ABC 13 WSET TV, American National Bank, Appalachian Power, Arriva, Bank of the James, BB&T, Belvac Production Machinery, BWX Technologies, Candler Oil Company, Carolina Connection Dance and Bodywear, the Carrington Family Foundation, Centra Foundation, Central Virginia Federal Credit Union, Coldwell Banker Commercial Realty, Coleman Adams Construction, Dodson Brothers Pest Control, Dominion 7 Architects, the Education and Research Foundation, Electronic Design and Manufacturing Company, First Piedmont Corporation, Fleet Laboratories, Generation Solutions. I'm not anywhere near done, so please be patient. The Genworth Foundation, the Greater Lynchburg Community Trust, the Catherine Wooldridge Connolly and the William Hatcher Connolly Fund, Roger and Winston Green, the Harrington Corporation, Harris Corporation, Humankind, Hurt and Profit, Innovative Wireless Technologies, Kids Restoration and Cleaning Services, LG Flint General Contractors, Lynchburg Economic Development Authority, Lynchburg Municipal Employees Federal Credit Union, Lynchburg Nissan, Lynchburg Retail Merchants Foundation, the Merriman Foundation, Moore and Giles, the News in Advance, Piedmont Community Health Plan, Radiology Consultants of Lynchburg, R.M. Gant Construction, R.R. Donnelly, Sam's Club, Successful Innovations, Sylvan Learning and the Morgan Family, Tibbs, Kim, and Stephen, Trax LLC, Virginia School Equipment, Walmart on Old Forest Road, Walmart on Timberlake, and Walmart on Ward's Road, Wegman USA, Wells Fargo, Westminster Canterbury, West Rock, and Wooldridge Heating, Air, and Electric. So that's a very long list, and we would like to ask for a big round of applause for all of those things. I'm going to give you some very brief facts. The foundation has awarded more than $633,500 in classroom innovation grants since initiating the program. So you can see we have come a long, long way since $6,000. So we are very proud of that and very excited to be able to do that through the generosity of our local companies. We have offered both classroom innovation grants up to $2,000 and master classroom innovation grants up to $5,000 each. We had a total of 62 applications this year, and we funded $78,045.60 to the 53 grant recipients we are recognizing today. Again, I want to thank those teachers who have put a lot of work into these programs that you have created and developed, and we do appreciate that, and your students do appreciate it, even if you don't necessarily hear that from them. We also have a booklet that contains a summary of all of these projects, so make sure if you did not get one when you came in to get one on the way out so that we can give proper recognition to these teachers, to their projects, and to the companies who have supported them. Thank you very much for being here, and I'm going to turn it over to Jody Gillette, our Executive Director.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and hopefully we'll get everybody out before the next set of rains comes, but I'm glad you could be here today. Regardless of which hat you're wearing, you're all very, very important to this program, and so we thank you for being here today. I'm not sure if maybe I just missed it, but I want to make sure that in case that list wasn't long enough, I think maybe there's one more. Wiley and Wilson, they're also sponsors of this program and have been for a long time, so but that's okay. So thank you to them. So part of the reason why this all works is not only because of all of the efforts our teachers put in, but because our grant sponsors They support us not just for 1 year, but often for year after year after year. And so we want to make sure we recognize their continued support and make sure that they stay engaged in this process. And so we recognize new sponsors, we recognize 5-year, 10-year, 15 years. So that's what we're going to do now. We have 7 new sponsors on board this year. Not everybody could make it today. Our first new sponsor for this year is Coleman Adams Construction, and I understand that Trish McBride is here.
Congratulations, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Roger and Winston Green. And Radiology Consultants of Lynchburg, but I'm not sure they were able to send anyone, and also Kids Restoration and Cleaning Services, and I know they were not able to send anyone today. Trax LLC, Heather.
That's all right. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Sylvan Learning and the Morgan family.
Thank you, Bob.
Okay.
Before anybody gets too settled, come on back with your plaques, first year. So Bob, Tricia, and Heather, and Roger. And now for our 5-year sponsors, we have 3 celebrating their 5th anniversary. American National Bank.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Let's have a little photo op here. Thank you.
Lynchburg Economic Development Authority.
Stand up. So you're stuck with me.
Okay, and I don't think we have anybody from Walmart Old Forest Road, is that right? So the next category, we have 3 sponsors who have been doing so for the past 15 years. And if you think about that level of support year after year, they really have been all in on this program, and we definitely appreciate that. So our first of our 15-year sponsors is ABC 13 WSET. So thank you, George. Lynchburg Retail Merchants Foundation, they've been on board for 15 years. Okay. Excellent, thank you, Debbie. And Luke Tolles from Wells Fargo, they've been on board for 15 years. So.
Thank you, Luke. Appreciate it.
Wonderful. Okay, now we need George, Luke, and Debbie. So.
Group shot.
One group shot.
So fitting to have a picture with them.
Isn't that great?
Thank you for making this program a success. Thank you to our teachers, our schools, and our students. Have a great end of the school year, and we look forward to seeing you back here next year at this time.